Hey guys, Hoju here, and today I'm bringing you episode 2 of my Hardcore Ironman series. If you're enjoying the series, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all my future content. And I am sorry for the long wait between these episodes, but I wanted to make sure I had enough content to make the video enjoyable. Okay, so just playing in the background now is some clips I took of me at the beach. The reason I'm at the beach so much is it is good construction XP for Ironman, as it is free. And of course the beach is disappearing soon. I'm not entirely sure when, but I'm guessing in the next few weeks. So I just wanted to get there, get my construction up nice and quick, as construction is very useful for Ironman for stuff like altars and portal rooms. Another bonus of using the beach at the moment is it doesn't use any money, which of course for Ironman at the start is very great, as construction is one of the more expensive skills as you get no money back on Ironman. Okay, so the next minute or so is just of me at the beach doing some levels. I started at level 24 and I used my free ice creams for the day, but I was very close to happy hour, which if you don't know, happy hour, basically you can do anything on the beach for an hour without using your temperature gauge, which is very great as you can get a lot more XP than normal. And of course you don't use your temperature gauge, which means you still get your 4 temperature gauges per day with your ice creams. Okay, the next 20 seconds or so will just be some music in the background, just so you can just watch the clips, and as soon as I hit my goal I will be back. Okay, and there is level 50, which is great because it means I can move on to my next goal, which was to start questing. The first quest I started with was the Blood Pact, and that is because I can get access to the Lumbridge Catacombs, which if you didn't know is a good place to get some iron bars on an Ironman, which I needed for my next quest. And of course, at the end of the quest I get my reward, and that is level 2 in some combat stats, which isn't great, but it is a good start. Okay, and back to Berthorpe, and I decided to get some free stuff. I went to Major Mary Rancor, who is east of the bank, and she gives the Dwarven Army Axe. This gives free bonus XP when cooking any item, which is very great. Okay, and I just decided to do a little bit of fishing and cooking just to get some food for my next quest. This is a quest that I really wanted to get done as soon as possible. As you can see, I got 4 fishing and 6 cooking, which is a good little start, as it means I can catch fish a little bit quicker and cook them without burning them so much. Next thing I did is went and opened up a few more lodestones. I went to Cafferby over the White Wolf Mountain, just so that is out of the way. I then sold some of the stuff I got from the Major in Berthorpe to get a little bit of starting money. I also then bought some rope as I need those for the quest, and then I went ahead to go to Varrock so that I could buy some runes, get my free air runes, and buy the earth and water runes I needed for the quest. I then proceeded to open the lodestones in Sears and the one in Ardee, as they are very useful to getting around, and then I proceeded to go north towards the waterfall so that I could start the waterfall quest. The main reason I wanted to do waterfall quest very early on is due to the 30 attack and strength you get upon completing the quest, plus it gives you a few diamonds which can come useful very later on when I get my crafting up. I then went back to Berthorpe to sell the mithril seeds and head north towards Gaius, as he sells some 2H swords which are good for the starting of Ironman, as he has mithril and adamant, so that means you do not need to make or kill to get your starting weapons. Again, playing in the background is some levels I gained. I started by mining clay, as this is decent XP for beginning and can get me some crafting XP later on. As you can see, I went from 1 mining to level 3 and then went to use the clay to level my crafting up a few levels. I went up to 5 crafting with the 1 inventory. As you can see, crafting experience from clay is not very good, but later on I get to use more things like gold bars and silver bars and of course gems. I then went back to mine some copper and tin, as this gave me much better experience and I could turn these into bronze bars and use those for smithing XP. While mining, I wanted to get 10 mining, as this would allow me to do my next quest, which would have been Knight's Sword, as this would have got me a lot of smithing experience. As mentioned, the quest I wanted was Knight's Sword, but this required 2 iron bars. This meant I needed to obtain iron bars, and I did not have the smithing level to get this. So I went to the Lumbridge Catacombs to get these iron bars, which also gave me some defense and constitution levels. I then got the statues from there and gave them to Xenia for money. I then went to level my fishing and cooking, as I needed to make a red berry pie for the Knight's Sword quest. To make a red berry pie I needed 10 cooking, which means I needed to level my cooking. I did this by catching crayfish in Tavali and cooking them. Once I obtained my 10 cooking, I then went to get wheat from Tavali to turn it into a pot of flour, and then I went to get my red berries from Varrock. I then went to Cafferby to make the pie and to cook the pie, and then I proceeded to Falador to start the quest and complete it. Upon completing the quest, I got 29 smithing, which is a huge boost towards starting accounts. This also allowed me to use bronze bars to make items that are of use to me. I then went back to Berthorpe to continue mining to get some levels, and I also used my bronze bars to get up to 30 smithing. I also mined some rune essence, as I would eventually need some when I started making runes, but the few levels I got there took quite a while and was not enjoyable to me, so I decided to mine iron ore to get to my level 30 mining. I then proceeded to head to Dungeoneering to get at least 15 Dungeoneering, as this would allow me to mine iron ore easily while banking fast, and that is due to the resource dungeon in the Dwarven Mine, which has a bank deposit box just inside, making it very fast to mine the iron ore and to bank it. To get my Dungeoneering up, I completed a few floors which gave me the levels I needed and even some defense levels which helped me out greatly later on. Once I hit 18 Dungeoneering, I went to the Dwarven Mine to mine my iron ore, as I can now use the Dungeoneering shortcut to access the bank deposit box. I continued mining the iron ore until I hit level 30, as this was a requirement for another quest I wanted to do. However, to complete this quest I will need many more levels, which I will obtain in the next episode. For the next 30 seconds or so will just be the mining levels I gained if you wish to skip this part or you wish to watch them. And that concludes episode 2 of my Hardcore Ironman series. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my future content, as I will be releasing an update video every few days. Please comment down below if there is something you wish to see in this series, for example low leveling methods or money making. Finally, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.